Hi, Collective. I want to get at least maybe 2 more in for us today. So I was drawn to use my Echoes of the Unsolved. I think it's from the Wrecking Company or the Wrecking. I think it's listed The Wrecking Co. She's a fantastic, very gifted reader. I love her decks. But I was kind of thinking about this earlier this morning anyways, when I kind of sat down and was just going through it. But you know, a read I did, I want to say last week at some time, that just solidified the notion that there has been, I think this is on a macro scale. These are high level people with high level knowledge of what's been going on in all of our lives. But one of the confidential sources has turned for immunity. We know this just as pattern recognition, our intuition, just we know people, okay? Somebody, your ancestors were on, all of our ancestors were on these macro level people bad. And this is an eyewitness that turned. They took a bargain, okay? Those were the first cards, 4 cards that came out back to back, okay? Now, for some of you, this could be somebody in your personal life as well. However, the next 3 cards came out. Access denied, barred entry for the confirmation, and behavioral shift in reverse. So I think that what Holy Spirit's trying to tell us here is that you knew probably a long time ago what was going on in your life. Thefts, hiding, stealing blessings from you, bringing people in to be your handlers, so to speak, spread rumors, gossip, lies about you, and you started speaking about it, okay? Lots of us started speaking about this, which is why people in the justice system, court system, and some of these cults even turned, because they knew with the amount of us that are waking up to what happened, that their involvement was going to be exposed anyways. So we started speaking about it. So I think this first set of 4 cards was Holy Spirit saying, no, I'm telling you, someone on a macro level turned, okay? Now, since you started speaking about it, there has been several people in your personal life that you have given multiple opportunities to come to you and tell you the truth. Or come to you and be like, hey, if I give you evidence, if I tell you about my involvement, if I give you 3D proof and help you, get justice for the rest of this, will you help make sure I have immunity? You've given that. I know if you're anything like me, you've been speaking about it. Like, yeah, first one that tells me the truth, I'm going to be in their corner. I think these 3 following cards are God saying, you gave them enough time. You've given them enough time to come do the right thing. And they're refusing to do it. I really think I'm going to pull some more cards, but this is Holy Spirit saying, now you're not coming back in. I've given you the time to come clean about what you did. I've given you the time to come in and tell me the truth and give me the evidence on the others. And then, be an eyewitness for me. Come to my aid. Help me get the justice. If you want to redeem yourself, come in and do the right thing. And I will help you fight against this if you fight with me. You know what I mean? Like, I've heard you guys say it too before. Be like, yeah, first one that comes to me, I'm going to make sure that they get immunity. I will fight for them if they do the right thing. And this is the Lord saying, they've had enough time. They've had enough time. If they come in now without any changed behaviors, the answer is no. That you're going to punish them to the full extent of the law like the rest of them. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. So take it how it resonates in your storyline. But if you've been speaking out about this for quite some time and these people still have not changed their behaviors, still don't have the guts and the courage to admit to you what they worked with others to do against you, no, you've given them enough time. Yes, confirmation. They burned the bridge. Because I think you were open to for quite some time that if somebody would have come in and told you the truth about what happened, you would have helped them. And now it's too late. Yes, now it's too late. Because these people have been under investigation for quite some time. And we've been trying to warn them. All of us have. been trying to warn them. Guess what? You've been under investigation because somebody on a macro scale turned for immunity. Confirmation. That is why all these groups trickle down into your personal life when this high level, whoever it was that knew about all these schemes for quite some time turned, the investigations were opened. And it's been confirmed that you are one of the ones that were involved in this. Okay? Yeah, there's no escape route now. This is so perfect. Victim statement and escape route. You were their escape route, collective. You gave them the time to come in and tell them what they did or tell you what they did. Give you evidence, give you 3D proof. Be willing to work for you now instead of against you, and because they could not have the balls to face you for what they did to you. This is the Lord saying, karmics. The divine collective was your escape route. And now that's done. That's done. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, they had plenty of time. This is Holy Spirit saying, They had enough time. And it doesn't matter now if they come in and give you the truth or not, because they've been watched. That's a confirmation. That's sad. And you did your due diligence. You did your due diligence. Oh yeah. These people, look, because they couldn't face you, collective, because they couldn't come to you and say, even though you already know what they did, because they could not swallow that ego, swallow that pride, and come to you and say, I did this. Now I want to help make it right. They're thinking about running. Mysterious absence, mental break. These people have lost their minds. But all they had to do, just even a couple of them, was come to you and do the right thing. Give you the evidence. You've got 3D evidence and receipts of your own. But they could have escaped what karma and criminal charges they are about to get if they would have chosen to be an eyewitness for you instead. That right there would have been their plea bargain and their immunity. Right there. But they chose not to. They chose not to. They chose to stay absent from your life, pretend like it didn't happen, walk around like they didn't just do the things they did, and they just lost their escape route. You. Yeah, last seen. Confidential file and blindness. Yeah, right here, guys. What did I just say? The files have been opened. They're not confidential anymore. On a macro scale, these people know that you were the ones that had blessings stolen or hidden or blocked from you through the legal system. And these individuals that all knew about it, someone, at least one of them, could have done the right thing. And they chose not to. Bridge burned. Someone's trying to run. Instead of just doing that, they're not going to run. They're not going to get anywhere because they are under surveillance. Couple more cards, but this is cut and dry. Okay. Prearranged meeting, off the grid, and unsealed records. There's nowhere for them to go. Okay. These people have already had eyes on them for quite some time. This was the Lord giving them time to come to you, give you the evidence you needed, so redeem themselves by helping you get your justice. And they didn't. So now that bridge is burned. Now, even if they come in, this is Holy Spirit, guys, for some of you saying no. The answer is no. You had the time to help me. And now, no. The records have been unsealed. Spiritually, for sure. Spiritually, for sure, you know who it was. Yeah, and there was a double agent the whole time that already turned you guys in. This is somebody, this was my read yesterday. This is somebody that realized they were being betrayed by the same people that betrayed you, and it became their common enemy. So they turned. Confirmation. They turned. So this person was impersonating The set-uppers that set you up, collective, just got set up by one of their own. Okay? But basically what God was trying to tell them is, come to collective. Come to collective, do the right thing. Yeah. Tell them what your secret code was. Give them the evidence. And collective would have been your escape route. But now you missed it. You missed that bus because you tried to frame my collective. Instead of coming clean about what you did, you tried to frame collective instead, and there's security footage of this. There's security footage of this. They have been watched. So for some of them, guys, sorry, it's too late now. This is the Lord saying if they come back in now, there's no reason for them to come clean now for some of them because they don't need to. God has already exposed them through this individual that already turned. Confirmation. So you gave them, you did your due diligence though, collective. You gave them plenty of time to do the right thing, to come in and tell you the truth, give you the evidence, work for you, and they blew it. It's too late now. Somebody else turned. So that burden didn't fall on you. So if they come in now, use your discernment. But there's a bunch of them you need to just stay away from because there's already evidence that these were people involved. They don't need to give you the evidence anymore. Someone else did. So take that how it resonates. I hope it makes sense. But they had plenty of time and they blew it. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe.